Alright, so now we're going to start making the button. So now we're going to need black again. So set that aside. Make your magic ring again. So remember, you put it over like that. And pull that out and do one chain. And then you're going to 6 single crochet in your loop. So I like to tighten it and make it smaller. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Make sure you get that tail in there so that you can get that all worked in. There we go. So that's 6. Now we just need to tighten your loop as tight as you can. And basically you're just going to increase across. You're going to have 12 stitches when you're done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now you're just going to bind off and leave a generous tail. Just cut that off and pull that out. So now you got part of your button. Now you're going to take your white again, make a magic ring again, chain 1, and you're also going to 6 single crochet in the ring again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And be sure to pull your tail tight. Get that closed up real snug. And that's it. But I would suggest to slip stitch into that first one. Just to make it more round. And then leave a generous tail. And pull it out. Now we're going to sew them together. So basically you're just going to sew one on top of the other. Take your needle, and I would start with the tail. Thread it on. And I would stick the tail down in the center hole. Like that. And I would tie these two. These were the tails that we used to make the magic ring, so I would tie those two together. Make a nice tight knot, maybe 2 of them. And then you can cut off these tails. And just kind of make sure, position it the way you want it to. And I would start with the black tail. And since before when we did the black part, we still have this little notch. If you didn't slip stitch it like we did with the white one, I would just go ahead and put that in there and leave that like that. And then we're done with that for now. And then I would take the white one, and we're just going to pin the white button down even better. Go ahead and thread that on. Okay, now that you got that, and then you're just going to put it in through the stitches, top to bottom. Just sew it on like you would normally sew. And come up from the bottom into the stitch. And make sure you're positioning it where you want it to be as you go. Okay, and we're on the last one, and then you just want to go down one more time so that you can hide the tail. Okay, so there's your button, and then I would just see this little stitch from when we were pinning it, so I would go underneath that, making sure you don't go onto the other side. Go underneath it, and then, oops, wrong loop, get the tail out from under there, and go through the loop and make a knot. And if you want to do that one more time, you can, just to make sure the sucker's not coming off at all. Alright, so now that's securely on there. Now you don't need this white tail anymore, you can just cut that off. And now we're just going to go back to the black one. Put it back on. Place it where you want it on the Pokeball. In my case, I'm going to put it where the seams didn't quite match up. And you're just going to go down, make sure you grab a stitch, come back up through the button. Down, grab a stitch, come back up, alright, one last one, and now your button's on there. All nice. And then you just want to go down underneath on the button and come out the side. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions on what you want me to do, please leave it down below in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.